So we're gonna do something a little bit different today than my usual posting content. I wanted to start doing book discussions with my followers on TikTok, even just a little bit that I do have, because I don't really have anyone else to talk to when it relates to books. So I figure I'll give myself a little bit of a background so that you can get to know me and see the person behind the designs that has been posting. My name is Liz. I own Sahibi LLC with my husband. We are a small business, very small business. We just started in September. Currently, we are trying to get my t-shirt business up and running so that I have a pretty steady income just coming in since I am a stay-at-home mom. I do have 2 small children. No, you will never ever get to meet them. They are not allowed on social media at all. I have a little boy who's 10 and a little girl who is 6, and unfortunately you will not ever know their names as well because that's just too personal. Honestly, there's just too much information there that no one really needs to know. However, I will let you peek into the small business life. I am designing shirts. They are all my custom designs, and I love them all. I work very hard on them. Like the one currently that I am wearing is called Book Fiend. It is one of my favorites. Check it out on my TikTok. You should be able to see it there, and I'm gonna work on getting TikTok shop set up as well. The current book that I am reading right now is Den of Vipers. I'm not totally sure who it's by, honestly, because I don't really pay attention to the author. I just really, if I like the book, I read it. And this was something that was meant for my book club on Fable. And honestly, I have been a little disappointed with the book. I have enjoyed the smut, don't get me wrong, because what person doesn't enjoy the smut in a book? But the storyline is just, they fell too easy for her. They shouldn't have fell that easy for someone like that. And honestly, Roxy is just always so back and forth with her feelings for the guys. Ryder is rough all the time. Like, he never relaxes. Garrett seems like he is a walking red flag, which honestly is not really my type, because my husband has no red flags, if you ask me. If you ask anyone else, he probably does. But honestly, I have to say that my favorite character that has really shifted has been Diesel. He went from being this crazy maniac to being just head over heels in love with Roxanne. And I love that, because, I mean, everyone needs a little bit of love, even the psychotic ones, and he really pulled it off really well. I definitely think that they should have put more of a story in the book and not just completely made it smut. And also, the one thing, it is an ick, and I don't know why, but the fact that they say knickers in the book in place of panties or like just plain underwear, anything but knickers. Every time I read that, I read it in a British voice and it just bothers me because it's a hard word to get over. That's a weird word to put in a book with so much content, so much rated R content. Actually, more like rated X content, honestly, for as much as it happens, because it's like almost every chapter from chapter 7 on. Don't get me wrong, I love it because it has a lot of smut in it, but I guess I was kind of left wanting more. And I'm gonna be honest, I almost did not finish this book. I really didn't. It was really difficult to get through, but once I finished it, I felt really relieved. So now I figure I'm going to start on A Court of Frost and Starlight, since it's Christmas time, obviously. I haven't read this one yet. I am new to the ACOTAR series, and so is my husband, but that is one that I've been holding off because he's been catching up to me, and we're going to read together. So, I mean, I'm going to do another video for A Court of Thorns and Roses. so that we can talk about those. I discuss that a lot with my husband though, because it's just really nice to have someone that's on the inside. I don't imagine him reading the very last book with the smut content that is in it. It makes him uncomfortable reading it. I understand that. I also have to take breaks from my books and go to like mysteries or thrillers. I also read the Cadaver series by Nick Clausen, and that is a really good zombie series. It's a really long series. It has a ton of books, so it'll really keep you busy, and it's based in like Switzerland or something like that, and it's overall a fantastic. It's really well written, and it has a really good storyline to it, even with it being a zombie based book. But Den of Vipers, probably like a 3 out of 5, 3.5 because of the smut. Definitely a 3 out of 5. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So yeah, if you guys want to see more content like this, or more everyday content where you just get to see the inside of my small business and see how we run and operate things, just shoot me a like and make sure you're following, and I'll try to make more content like this. I'm really uncomfortable being on camera, as you can tell. I'm really awkward. But I will slowly get used to it, and I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and just do more things that I wouldn't normally do, purely because that's what being an adult is all about. Doing things you absolutely do not want to do, regardless of how often you say you don't want to do them. You still have to do them. So this is going to be one of those things that I'm going to have to get used to, and I will eventually get used and easier at talking and less stumbling over my words. Give me time, I promise. And maybe we'll even try to do like some baking videos. I love to bake. I have this amazing chocolate cake recipe, and I started my own sourdough starter thanks to TikTok. And I also just made my first loaf of bread like last week, and I'm gonna make another loaf of bread today as soon as my dough gets done proofing. I'm hoping that is soon. So yeah,